Nathan here again. Hi. Walking down my street today. I always go to parks and then I think to myself, why don't you just walk down your street? Because as you can see, it's shortly forested. So I'm going to walk down my street and I got my big old lens with me and we're going to see what we can take pictures of. Thanks. And then it occurred to me that as I'm walking down the street, folks are going to be like, why is this guy with this ridiculously long lens walking down the street, talking to himself on his cell phone and taking pictures of things in my yard? So maybe that's why I go to parks. Also, I say so a lot, so I apologize. I need to get a better selfie stick, but I can't really carry a selfie stick and hold my long lens camera at the same time. So iPhone it is. So I'm not using the monopod today. I'm using my Black Rapid strap, which I've had for about 7 years now, that I used with my Nikon B700. It's held up pretty well. So I guess I can say I'm happy with it. So I guess that's my gear talk for the day. But yeah, I just have it on here, looped into the lens collar, and it works pretty good. Takes the weight off of my arms for this lens. And yeah, still really haven't seen anything. The walk continues. Okay, so I found a really big rooster. That's about it so far. There's some birds hanging out on trees, but really not much else. Sun's going down. It's about it's about 10 to 8 here, so we'll have sunset pretty north. So it well, not very north, but right now it's longer days, so it'll get dark probably about 9 o'clock or so tonight. 9:30, it's fully down. I can't really see anything, but now I'm walking past some farm fields and such, so maybe I'll see something coming up. So I got a squirrel with a nut in his mouth, and a hay wagon that was out in the field. The sun was hitting it kind of nice. I don't know if it'll look like anything, but we'll see it when I get back to the house. I'm still walking straight line, 3/4 of a mile in. Still looking. There's quite a few robins, but robins are, I apologize if you like robins, but they're all around like crazy. They're like a dime a dozen, and I just don't find them particularly attractive to take pictures of, so I don't really. Coming up to an old cemetery in the neighborhood, graveyard or cemetery, I can't even remember. One's attached to a church, one isn't. There is no church here. There might have been someday, but this is a kind of an old area with some older communities. I think goes back to the 1800s. We're gonna walk up there and see if there's anything to see. It's pretty neat. Kind of what I like going on walkabouts with my camera is you get to take pictures of what you see as a memory. Here comes a car. Let's see if it's going to be noisy or not, but I guess it doesn't matter. But it's part of touching grass, which I think is what my YouTube channel says now. Encouraging folks to touch grass, get out in nature, take some pictures. If you have a camera, just use your phone. If that's all you have, or whatever, you don't have to have expensive stuff. Buy something used. Just get out there and take pictures, and you can kind of slow down in life, and you look at the things around you, and you notice a lot of things that you haven't noticed before. Like, for instance, I've walked been driving down this road for the last 20 years or longer, in some cases, and walking down it, which I've done before, but with my camera, which I've actually never done before, looking at the little streams. I looked at that cemetery / graveyard. You can tell me in the comments what you think should be called, since there's not a church. I lost my train of thought, but it slows down time a bit, because I'm 46, and boy, it goes awfully fast. And so hopefully I'll get a few more pictures here. And I'm walking all the way down to the stop sign, which is 1.5 miles from my house, which means I'm gonna have to walk 1.5 miles back. So it should go okay. I do go to the gym, actually, sometimes, when I think to. Not as often lately, but sometimes. But anyways, the journey continues as that car goes by. Anyways, back to this Black Rapid. I said I had it for 7 years, which made me start thinking about the camera it was on. So it was a B700, Nikon B700. I still have it. I just haven't used it since I've gotten the Z52. But it's a super zoom camera. So it's a bridge camera. It's really nice. You can do full manual control with it. It doesn't have interchangeable lenses, but it goes out to like 1760, 1800 millimeter equivalent. So you can really get some nice nature photos with it, birds and stuff. But it's a 16 megapixel camera. But I got it because my dad got me into it. He has a P900, which is its big brother. Has a little 3000 millimeter equivalent, and there's a guy mowing up here too, so I might have to pause the video. But he had P900, so he and also he had a Nikon DSLR, I can't think, I'm gonna say it wrong, so I'm not gonna say it, but it was a DSLR. So he started on that. He liked it. He went to the P900. I was watching him taking pictures, and we would go camping a lot and stuff, and we kind of he was telling me all about it, teaching me about the triangle manual exposures, how he always said when you shoot on manual, you're sort of making the photo your own, because you can apply different techniques to it. You can make it look different. You can darken the background, lighten the background, blur it, not blur it. You guys know the drill. But he started talking about that and got me into really liking photography. It's sort of kind of a natural swing from camping, because I have a camper. We go camping a lot with the family, and I'm leaving soon to go with my son down to the Ohio River. We're spending 4 nights down there to try to do some catfishing, so there'll probably be some videos from that, I'm quite sure. Hopefully some good pictures. But oh, hold on a second, I see a rabbit. All right, so I got the rabbit with my camera, of course. So photography, so that's how I kind of got started 7 years ago. Before that, I had a Kodak that I got right before my daughter was born. She's almost an adult now. She's going into her senior year of high school. But I had an old Kodak. It worked okay for what it was. It was just another point and shoot camera. But anyways, got the B700. Was really nice. And then the Z50 came out. I was looking at it, and I wasn't. It was an okay camera. It wasn't really what I was looking for. I had some money saved up, and the Z52 came out, and I was like, oh boy, they took everything that I wanted in that Z50 and just kind of made it better with all the new features and stuff. So I've been extremely happy with it, and gotten a heck of a lot of good photos. And then I got one of the 0% financing deals through Nikon for this bad boy. It'll be paid off at some point, but I don't overreach on our finances, so it's no problem really. But if I can get a 0% payment on something, even though I have the money to buy it, why not? I have associates in business. You always want to defer and hold on to your money for as long as you can. So no interest, then I'm all for it. But here's a guy mowing, so we're gonna pause. We're turned around and heading back in 1.5 miles. Just got a picture of the moon, so that works. The B700 that I was talking about earlier, it did really good moon pictures. Maybe I'll pop a couple of them up, and we'll show you guys some of the moon pictures. So journey continues. You can see sun's going down. I should make it back before it's dark. I'm slow, but I'm not that slow. The low light's getting testing the limits of my lens, but haven't really seen too much yet. So the journey continues. I just missed a shot on a bird, so that's one thing you got to do when you're. I wasn't even holding my camera or videoing myself or anything, but there's a little, I don't know. Let me scratch my forehead rudely while I talk to the camera. There's a little bird on a branch. I don't know. I didn't even see what kind it was, but he's this little guy. And I forget to put my zoom lens back all the way to, as tight as it can go. Because if I'm zoomed all the way out and I'm just walking around with it and something close hits me, I'll never get a shot. So I wasn't focused right, and I wasn't at the right zoom. So even though this has a really short throw, you can go from 180 millimeters to 600 millimeters in about half a second if you wanted to. It's just like a quarter turn and it puts you there. But for birds, still not fast enough. There's a blue jay over there, but he's already disappeared, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm also not taking pictures directly into folks' garages or something like that too. Gotta be a little bit respectful, I suppose. I got some squirrels running around in a pine tree. The sun's fully kind of getting below the horizon now, so I guess they call this blue hour. So we'll just keep going. Oh, there's a robin. I'm not going to take a picture of. Keep stopping to look at things. I'm going to be getting back after dark if I do that, so I better start picking up the pace because I'm not quite home yet and losing daylight. There's a bunch of tree swallows flying around. They're so small I can't lock in on focus of them. They're too far, but I suspect they're getting all the bugs in the air because I have gotten bit a few times by mosquitoes now. It's gotten, I was using my furnace a couple days ago, and now I had the air conditioning on today because it's Northeast Ohio and that's what it does. So now it's warm, and hopefully it'll stay a little bit warmer going forward. I have an above ground pool, and it'd be nice if the water on that would start getting warm because I don't have a pool heater for it. So we're still walking around some farmlands, coming back now. If you watch this far, you're getting towards the end of the video, so I really appreciate it. And I guess I'm supposed to say like and subscribe. I never do. I don't know. I'm not chasing the YouTube algorithm. If you enjoy the stuff and you want to chat in the comments, you kind of like these walkabouts, I don't know. Hopefully the photographs are okay. But I sure do appreciate you, and thank you for hanging out with me on my walk. Hopefully we'll get some good pictures down by the Ohio River soon. I want to do some talking. I have some thoughts on YouTube. I want to do an about me video, just kind of my background a little bit. I don't have a lot of photography gear, so I can't really do a lot of talking about that, but I'll talk about it as much as I can. I got some flashes and stuff I want to review as well. I'm starting to learn flash photography, and did some portraits this summer. Did my daughter's prom with some folks, and then did some graduation pictures. all for free. I didn't charge anything or anything like that, but I hope to maybe someday make $1 or $2 so I can get some of the money back to fund this kind of expensive hobby. But well, it doesn't have to be expensive. I make it expensive, but I guess that's my choice. Like I said, just can get a point and shoot camera pretty cheap. There's some nice, actually, Fuji. I don't know. Some of them get expensive, but the Nikon point and shoots are good. You guys, cool Pics line. I've always liked, but take pictures of everything. Always carry a camera with you. The best camera is the one you have with you. Somebody else said that. I didn't make that up. But anyways, yeah. I'm still walking.